on. I'm going to introduce you now. Welcome, everyone. Good evening. It is 8:30, and I would like to welcome y'all to the stage, Joe and Tom. They are.
Hello.
Hello. We're pleased to be here this evening.
Yeah.
You're lucky to have us.
You are absolutely out there. Lucky to have Joe and Tom. In fact, they are permanent hosts on this show, Stargoat Studios.
Right on.
Yes.
Happy to be here.
Yes. Happy to be here.
Yeah.
And we had the split screen set up for everyone, and we're still waiting on our producer to come through and kind of rearrange everything and order us around and give us the exact directions on how to set up the audio streaming on all these different devices, and I see about like 6,000 buttons on this machine, and I'm just like wondering, I'm like, I thought it was supposed to be easy. What's up with the automation already, right?
Yeah. No, by next week, we're going to have a nice, pretty background.
Yeah.
But we do have a very famous print in the background because Joe is quite the art connoisseur.
Yeah.
I do like the background. I love it, actually.
Yes, because that is a Max Factor. I mean, a Peter Max. I mean,
yes. Yeah. Tell me what did you decide to stream with this evening? What device?
We are streaming on a HP Chromebook, a very sophisticated machine.
Yes, it's highly sophisticated.
64 kilobytes, I believe.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds quite superb.
Yes.
Oh, no, the audio, the video,
the floppy disk, right, Tom?
Yes, it does have the floppy disk. Oh, how funny. I'm getting a message from a Gretchen Rupp, a girl I've known since I was in 7th grade. And she says, "Hi, Tom. How's it going?"
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Well, let's take this moment to send a shout out to everyone that has birthdays today. It is April 1st. It's also the new year. It's Flat Earth Day. The moon, I heard, was actually a hologram. They're on their way right now to prove it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just like the last time.
Just like the last time. 50.
Yeah, they're
no, they're going for the first time.
Yeah, just like they did the last time is what I mean.
Yeah,
they're stopping somewhere over Barstow and it's landing now, and they're staying at the Motel 6, I believe.
Yes, and then they'll make their way to Devon Island.
Yes.
They got to fix the Mars rover.
Right. They're picking up a postcard and sending it to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I threw out a poll right now. I am kind of curious if everyone out there is celebrating this. Well, it's Wednesday evening here for us here in California. And I'm always wondering who gets their pie from anywhere but one of these three places. Domino's, Pizza Hut, Papa John's. Do you guys do that stuff, or do you make your own? You strike me as I make my own pizza kind of guy, Tom.
Well, interestingly enough, that you bring this up, because just in the last 24 hours, we did order a pie.
Yeah.
And of course,
Pizza Hut.
We spoke about it for quite a while, and we went through our thought process with each other and presented our arguments, and it came down to Pizza Hut.
Interesting. So Pizza Hut has the rectangle pizzas, and it has like a brownie inside of the box also.
No,
or something? I thought the brownie was on the side.
We went with the classic circle.
2 larges, 2 toppings.
Yeah. Ranch,
marinara sauce with some cheesy breadsticks. Garlic cheesy breadsticks.
Yeah,
a little fancy.
Yeah,
they always offer those little bread balls, and I'm like, do I want the bread balls?
No.
Classic cheesy bread.
Yeah,
that was it.
No, that's my place. My choice is Domino's, and they have the bread balls, and then they put garlic butter all over them, and then you can get different sauces to dunk them in.
And they have gotten a lot better in the last 10 years.
It
used to be that Domino's was something that you kind of a last resort if that was the only one that was open, but now actually they're very good.
Ever since they revamped their recipe.
Yeah, I don't know. I got the opportunity to work at Domino's, so I'm always going to be biased on that. Everybody,
that's nothing to be proud of.
Well, you know what? Let's get these mega corps out of here. Nobody wants to talk about them. We're stopping this poll. Let's talk about real businesses.
I'm curious. So Domino's actually is really good now.
It is.
And Papa John's has gotten
Yeah, so
bad rap.
We want to talk about giving
reserved.
back, and Domino's, Papa John's, and Pizza Hut, Little Caesars, they all give back to the community. But we want to bring up right now a very important topic: giving back to the community. We are proud to be sponsored by Chuck's Reserve Thrift Store in Garden Grove, California. If you have an abundance of goods, whatever it is that it's you got that Gucci bag sitting there, bring it on down. We know exactly what to do with it. All right. We can feed a lot of people. We can clothe a lot of people with even one Chanel bag. All right.
Perfect.
And even if you don't have that Gucci bag, we're happy to take anything.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And a majority of the items do help the homeless that come in every day.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
And don't bring in, I was going to say don't bring in the homeless, but actually,
Well,
No, and the
well,
in all seriousness, we do
well,
have the homeless that come in every day
yeah.
and they take clothes.
Yeah, we give them a free outfit every day, and also blankets are always a hot commodity, especially during the winter time.
Yeah.
We don't get enough of those, but those are usually given away during the winter time because God, you don't want it, God forbid, you wouldn't want someone to freeze to death at night.
no.
I mean, I appreciate a good blanket and
Jacket, sweats.
Jackets, sweats, pants, men's clothing.
So especially, we don't get nearly enough men's clothing.
We get a lot of women's clothing.
Tell me more about like the men's clothing and like how they come in and they have resources and they kind of give them direction on where they can go to get maybe cleaned up and ready for like a job interview or things like that, right? So
I would say,
there's been times where people dressed up and gotten job interviews.
Oh yeah.
In fact, I was stopped not too long ago by somebody who, was homeless, but now is working and, he's got a roof over his head now, and he remembered me, he remembered Tom and, Andy, thanking us for helping them through some hard times, and it was very refreshing to hear because we're so small and so local that, to even run into somebody that would be rare. I mean, because we live in a heavily populated area. So
true. And, speaking of Andy, little name drop there for future broadcast. He's actually out on mission right now doing that good work that we are speaking of, and he will be on the show in the future.
Yes.
Oh, good.
Yeah, that's great.
And I would say one other thing, if you don't have any clothes or anything of that nature, another item that we do collect is food and eat like protein bars, canned goods, or anything that can be kept that's non-perishable, that's high in protein, that's something that's relatively healthy, and even if it's not something that they can enjoy as a treat, it's always appreciated.
Yeah,
bottled water, anything that will
maybe like a wooden spoons that are wrapped maybe.
Yeah, like or anything of hygiene, deodorant, toothpaste.
Okay.
It's both.
Yeah, just like whole like little like to go bags, or
both
like a Wonderlist pack, right?
Yeah,
right.
Cool. Yeah, because and one thing that we've learned through the last few years of having the shop open is that many of these people are very highly educated and just have gotten into a place that any of us could be. But fortunately, a lot of us do have backup that can help us. Some of these people are just one paycheck away and have nobody to depend upon and are out in the streets, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I got stopped by a homeless dude and he asked me to take a picture of him and his sign and post it on social media. And I, being the person I am, I was like, sure. I took his picture. I was just giving him like a little can of nuts or something. And then he turns around and he's like, and he asked me to do this. And then I'm like, all right. So I'm like walking away, I go away and I'm like, well, what about ChatGPT? I'm like, hey, should I do this? And ChatGPT is like, oh yeah, go for it. But take into consideration, you might get knocked for poverty shaming.
What is that?
Making fun of somebody for being homeless or in need.
Yeah.
People need to stop making up words.
Yeah.
Because it's not AI. It's just
AI
is just a hive mind.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know. That's just
isn't that what you meant by poverty shaming?
Well, yeah, just kind of like putting it out there, but see, that's where I was kind of like, well, I requested that, or he requested that I do that for him, just to, I guess bring awareness to the poverty that's out there. And, it just kind of struck me as odd that the chat GPT would suggest that it would be considered poverty shaming, or I'd be kind of promoting, like this thing where you're putting people on display that, are, maybe not in a situation that's optimal.
So you put it through chat GPT and then it came back suggesting it might be poverty shaming, correct?
It suggested that, yeah. And so earlier I tried to.
Oh, okay.
Let's get into that AI situation and all this hallucinating, right?
Well, yeah, I was going to say though, I can see where it might think that because it's just going from the input that you gave it and just simply interpreting the words and not knowing what your meaning was behind that, simply looking at the words and has no idea what your interpretation and what your meaning was in asking it what to do.
Yeah. No, I mean, I explained the situation. I mean, I feel like most of the time I do a pretty good job, when it comes to like the narrating.
But when you're talking to AI, it doesn't has the ability to interpret emotion or intent or anything, unfortunately.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it is projecting like tonality. You're right.
Correct. Yeah. And it doesn't understand tonality or emotion, intent.
Not yet. Because it's ever evolving.
Right.
No, that is true.
I mean, it doesn't have the ability to dissect whether Elvis and I really did meet at the airport.
True. But it will. I mean, it's like, in the Terminator when Arnold Schwarzenegger said,
I'll be back.
No, I know now why you cry. I know, but it's something I could never do.
I know now why you cry. It's something that I can never do. Get down.
Good old,
I need a vacation.
Good old governor.
I need a vacation.
Our governor. He's just such a good
tax.
dude, and he's still out there just pumping iron.
2004.
I mean, he's still better. He's a better governor.
He's a better gubernator.
Are we gonna call him the governor who we not name, like the evil wizard in the Harry Potter series? Or can we? We're not gonna say the guy that's in.
Well, I think Arnold was fantastic.
Yeah, I hung out with him
I noticed nobody said his name though. Our current governor, is he up for term? He's out.
Oh, right? No, that's it. He maxed out.
Yeah, thankfully.
Yeah, I mean, another term. I don't know if California can survive.
And it's 2026, so it's coming up, right?
Yeah, he turned out though. He's not on the ballot.
No, it was a military guy I saw commercials for recently.
There's the sheriff of Riverside, Chad Bianco.
Okay,
he's got a lot of traction.
What's his name?
Chad Bianco.
Bianco.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Chad Bianco. He's the sheriff of Riverside.
He's the head. I think the front runner for the Republicans.
Yeah, he's in the lead for the Republican side.
Law and order.
Yeah.
Kind of a cowboy.
Yeah, he's got a cowboy hat on.
Huh. Well,
and then he's
not sure if that's the direction California wants to go, but I guess
but he's been sheriff of Riverside for
like 16 years or so.
A long time.
No, he's not like a redneck or anything, but he's
people trust Riverside. That's where Greg Laurie post, right?
His church is off Adams, I believe.
Yeah, down actually Fairgrounds.
70s.
Adams and Weaver.
It's up by the airport, right?
Dreamweaver.
Somewhere around there.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah,
seen
there's
it.
like
Well,
a yellow
yeah,
flight
I've
line,
seen
and
it.
yeah,
I think Chad Bianco. I think he's not. I mean, people are probably going to criticize him because he's a Republican, but
yeah.
he's not like extreme right wing. I think he's more moderate, and
Well,
uh,
the
he just
governor was
wants
a
to enforce the
Republican, right?
laws. And what's so bad about that?
Well,
Right. Well, actually, I remember Arnold when he was in office. He proclaimed that he was for both parties. He was like he was the neutral dude
I
that
want to
brought
do what's
everybody
best for
together.
California.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to
That's
do what's best for California.
Right.
no, and he did. He did a
Yeah, but I
fantastic
think he
job.
also was a proponent of a wall.
Yes,
as
he
well.
liked the wall. I liked the wall. We had one in Berlin.
Yeah, I don't know about that wall, you guys. Have you seen it?
It's beautiful.
Actually, yeah, I've been down to the CBX. It's a pretty big wall.
Big.
It is.
big
I've gone through the
wall.
one like near El Paso, right?
Oh no!
Okay.
But in California, the CBX
Yeah, the
in
California one,
California.
right? No, I was just
Yeah,
trying to
well,
slide into a Texas talk about Texas.
Oh, somebody wrote talk about Texas.
Oh, we had a special guest from Texas, and
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
yes, you did.
in the
Yes.
future, we're
yes.
gonna unravel that whole situation. I know
Right.
Yeah.
That's
everybody's on the edge of their
topic
seat.
for
Like,
another day.
Yeah,
what
that's,
happened there?
Yes.
oh my god!
Let that cat out of the bag, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
that was a wild pilot episode that you did
Right.
there, huh?
Yes. Very
Yes.
brave to go live
know,
with that episode.
That was very true. Do not have your face injected with lidocaine and be given dental narcotics and go live at the same time. Never do that. And
No, but I could see why you did, because he is very entertaining and he is intelligent, and
well, on the
But-
character side of
Yeah,
the
but he
house,
has his on and off
absolutely.
days.
yeah, he has his on and off days.
I honestly, I'm a man with an open heart and open arms. I'm all forgiving, and when I see two men bickering, I just want to hug them both. I get it. We're not Vikings anymore. We can't go out and with our pickaxes and beat each other up and kick each other in the nuts and call each other names. Everybody wants love and happiness and joy, and but at the same time, we have to dominate our like little circle, right? And like
If you're a man, there
build
should
our
be no
little
problem going
castle.
that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, there should be no issue. No, I'm just totally kidding. Yeah.
No,
No, I
there's
understand. Okay. Yeah.
well, I mean, earlier we were gonna. I thought we'd April Fools on it, but I mean, what things do make up for? I'm actually asking. I'm doing this is a separate poll. Maybe we should formulate this question. It's regarding money and whether or not women would still be interested in men, and what would intrigue women about men to still be attracted to them enough to be in relationships if everything was automated and
If
everything was just provided to you.
automated.
Everything's automated, everything's provided to you. You don't need a job, you don't need to go out and make money. What is it that women would be so intrigued by us men that they would totally be like, I'm still going to do him and keep our species like rocking? I love life and he keeps it interesting, right?
Storytelling and entertainment.
Yeah, put a mirror in front of my face and you'll see exactly why.
Yeah, of course, Tom.
That's it. So we all needed to go do face off.
I'm totally kidding. No,
they
but
have
I think
silicone masks,
if
with those little things.
If money was not a factor, and
No, it still is though. That's not what he's saying. What
Okay,
he's saying, what he's saying, what would it be, right? Because what is it now? Is if you have a good job, you make good money.
Yeah, that's attractive.
You're
you're a man of
eliminated
value.
and automated. All that's left is influencing and entertainment
Oh,
and storytelling.
I would say it would
which
be,
you got to get paid for, right?
Right.
Okay, so
But then I would say what's left
why are
over
you
is,
being
like you
paid?
said, is how entertaining you were and charismatic, and you're
Right.
and I think it would come down, if you're a decent person, hopefully, and how you treat them.
Right. There's
Because
someone
if they're
for
not
everyone,
considering
right?
money, that I think they would depend more upon.
I don't know.
If you're nice, because
I mean, it's evolved.
Are we
since
gonna?
the beginning of time,
You're saying
right?
Keep it
Because
autonomous.
I think a lot of women right now are unfortunately willing to overlook being treated like crap just because a guy can do more for them than a guy without money.
Oh,
Yeah.
that makes
And
sense.
that's in reality, that's really not correct.
Right. I mean, exactly. Where's your value?
But then there's like life has been ever evolving, right?
Right.
In the beginning, it was who had the biggest club,
right,
and who could go out there and get the mammoth and bring the mammoth meat home,
right.
And then as time progressed, then skilled laborers, farming, irrigation, but having those skills to build that system and so on and so forth. As inventions come out, we evolve to it, and whoever can do it better will attract the opposite sex.
Yeah, but then again, depending upon if the man, I mean, it depends on what you consider treating somebody bad. If he's like abusing her physically, then that's obviously bad. But if he's just
an automated future, there's going to be. I mean, it would be total transparency, like total police state. Everybody fears and nobody wants.
But if it's just that he's not like willing to give her attention or anything, and she's willing to put up with that for what she gets in return, then that's fine, because that's their agreement. So
I mean, it's ultimately forming a bond of trust and respect.
Well, it's not even about that. If they're willing to accept each other and agree to those terms, that's fine. But if part of that is one is getting physically hurt or mentally, abused, then that's not cool. But everything else,
definitely,
that's fine.
But some women stick around for that, though. Unfortunately,
but unfortunately, but some women will stick around for that. But that's a very gray area, because they may be kind of being mentally abused but don't realize it.
Yeah.
And that's
what about the girls that are out there abusing themselves? They're selling their charm or their good looks specifically to get bags or lunch or coffee from guys. They need rent money, or they're trying to go to a concert, and they're out there milking like 5-10 guys, and they're doing this because they have like this frame of mind, like they have to make money in order to survive. And then all of a sudden everything's automated and they don't have to make money anymore. I mean, that's an entire, like, we were talking about truck drivers, I think, earlier off air. What about all the sex workers? What are they going to do?
Well, that's a kind of on a case-by-case basis.
I mean, but because there's not going to be much left to do if it's automated. Look,
well,
it's only going to be.
If you're a hooker, how can that be automated?
But exactly, if you're a hooker and the only reason you're doing it is to survive, is to make
but they can
money.
make sex bots.
Exactly. So
they're
there, right? It would eliminate the occupation.
Well, I know I have one.
Yeah, I know
people wouldn't have any reason to do it anymore.
Right, but if you got
I could order my version of Tom if I wanted to, and I could have Tom waiting for me here every day.
That, please? Even the fact that you even thought about that and had to put it in that example, I may just have to leave the chat right now. Yeah.
But ultimately, in the future, you could make anybody and you could order them.
Yeah, but the fact that you had to say I could have my version of Tom, that just proves you're thinking of something that's kind of troublesome right now.
You said sex bots. I just put it all together in one package.
Oh, yeah. Both of you is kind of scary.
No, because
it was a subconscious thing.
He brought it personal.
Yes, but
he did.
You mentioned hookers.
Yeah.
Okay,
I said I'll rephrase. I'll rephrase. I'll rephrase.
Yeah.
If I wanted my version of Bing Crosby here in my room,
Bing Crosby,
I could totally put that in order. I could say Amazon. Let me get a.
Your former guest and Tom, they had a good conversation about Bing Crosby making his own ranch dressing.
I heard something about that, and
Yeah.
I have a funny story about ranch dressing also. I don't know if we're ready for that one though. Man, that was a family dinner. And speaking of women desperate and broken that I love and respect so much, no, it was quite a personal tale. I don't know if I want to like make this viral or not, but it was a whole story about ranch dressing, and she didn't have any ranch dressing yet,
well,
but
Tom's well versed in Bing Crosby's homemade ranch dressing.
Came back, okay? And if you could just keep your fantasies to yourself, it'll be very much appreciated.
all right, between
Like
you
I
and
said,
Bing
flattered,
Crosby, all right,
but kind of bothered.
all right, no
No
doubt.
doubt about it. You know, Bing Crosby had Bing Crosby, his other big
big ranch
big
dressing.
passion was orange juice.
Oh yeah, that too.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
really?
his catchphrase was, orange juice. He goes, "There's no doubt about it." And he beat his kids with belts.
You knew
Well,
Bing
a lot of
Crosby.
people some people
actually,
believe
I
in the
had
belt.
one of my aunts. One of my aunt was Aunt Cleone, and her maiden name was Cleone Crosby.
Oh,
Really?
Yes,
So,
and my
your aunt.
grandmother's second husband lived next door to Bing Crosby, and his second wife, who was an alcoholic, and they had a fire in their house in Toluca Lake, and he saved Bing Crosby's second wife, and there's no doubt about it.
Now, didn't your grandma babysit Bob Dole?
Oh, my grandmother on my mother's side did babysit Bob Dole.
And hung out with Happy Rockefeller.
And hung out with Happy Rockefeller and Nelson Rockefeller. And
Really?
Ronald Reagan and Richard Nixon.
So were they involved
Yeah,
with the
Tommy's well
railroad, or
connected.
because like Rockefeller was like heavily
No,
involved
she
with
just was. She was my grandmother in the late 50s and early 60s was in California. Yeah,
Of course.
yes,
in Memphis.
and may or may not have had relations with some of the highest male political members in society at the time. No, I'm just kidding about that. But she did.
You
but
really
she did
shouldn't have
babysit
mentioned
Bob
it.
Dole because they grew up in the same town in Western Kansas.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
In Western Los Angeles,
and when
or
he
out
was
towards, like, the
campaigning for
Malibu area?
president,
Mhm.
no, when he was
I really wish I-
campaigning, he was out in the Hemet area,
Yeah.
and with her, and she changed his diaper once again. And ironically, he really needed her to.
Oh man, there's someone
not
for
a-
everyone, right?
Crook, by the way.
No, he's not.
No. So
Yeah,
the moral of the story is you got to have somebody around to take care of you, right?
yeah. No,
Right.
but she
You want
she
somebody
also knew the
watching out for you.
Annenbergs and would go out to Palm
Did you
Springs.
say the
And also the
Hindenburg?
Vanderbilts.
And the Vanderbilts.
Yeah, good old Cornelius.
Oh wow!
Excuse
what
me?
about the
Hmm?
Von Brauns?
No, I don't believe she did.
Oh, the Von Braun. That's a good one.
Yeah.
The Von Braun.
And on my dad's side,
You sure they didn't know Ava?
Oh no. On my dad's side, we
Who
are
does all the
related to,
military insignia?
William
That's
Penn,
the-
which explains my.
This is all Tom's family tree, not Bing Crosby's, right?
I think he's leaving the atmosphere.
I know. I'm getting.
Yeah, on
I'm
my
getting
dad's
a little
side-
bit. I think we're switching up. Okay, and William Penn is
Oh, what
Sean
happened?
Penn's.
Were we lagging?
Yeah, it's all over the place. I don't even know what's happening. I
Father.
think it's all the different
And made
Wi-Fi
oatmeal.
And
things coming
Yeah.
through, and have all these.
Yes, that was
Let me
his
shut
great
the Wi-Fi
thing.
off that one.
Yeah, and
There we
sported
go.
a hell of a
I-
haircut.
We need to get hard
didn't they
lined.
team up with Bing Crosby.
Yeah,
made.
and
Are you back?
Oh,
Back?
you guys know that there's a Kung Fu Panda 4?
What?
A what?
Kung Fu Panda 4.
Oh,
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, it has nothing to do with
Did
Disney.
that just come over the wire?
It did. It did. That is breaking news
That
for
is
me.
not mine.
Oh, did it once have something to do with Disney?
The Kung Fu Panda. Actually,
Do you
I don't
remember
think
the
it's
Saturday
Disney
morning?
at all.
No, exactly. Do you remember Hung Kung Fooey?
Yes, of course. Yeah.
How about Big Trouble in Little China?
No, Hung Kung Fooey was a dog that knew kung fu.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
God, you grew up in an interesting time, Tom.
Yes.
I thought these times are interesting, but
No, Hung Kung Fooey. That was a
Wow,
shit.
that's so bright, isn't it?
oh wow, our first cuss word.
Yeah. Oh, that was. I'm so sorry. It's very, very rough. I apologize for all those listening out there. It's really rough and uncalled for. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Did you just let some bubbles go to kind of soften that?
I just wanted to see if the stream would adjust itself. Were we having some glitching?
Yeah, I think
it did.
I don't. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm not.
And then I said shit, and that just
there you go.
then that just threw the whole podcast to hell.
Honestly, I think it's because I had Facebook open. Facebook
Yeah,
is
oh, that's
not
probably
compatible. Yeah. I don't know what is up
Are you
with
getting
all these
comments on
different
that on the
companies.
other side there?
Yeah, are you getting
Are
comments about that I used the word? I didn't want to say it.
You don't want to say
It was like just pretty unnecessary.
what shit? Oh,
Yeah, well, you keep saying shit. Yeah. Present or
I don't know if I can
invite.
show my face anymore.
No, you shouldn't.
Let's see,
You
share
should be embarrassed.
screen. There should be something on here.
Cut myself out of the
That
way.
says something about we can
First
share
about
the
being sexually
link.
harassed. I mean, you were here, and you. I mean, he admitted what is like an on-air fantasy.
Who did what?
Now he's thinking about it again. Look at that! Can you show your hands, please?
Oh, my hands are clean.
Oh,
I was playing the
thank you
bongos.
for raising it. I think I'd like you to show your hands for the rest of the podcast.
Yeah,
Alright,
I think you
alright.
pushed one of those millions of buttons you got over there.
Exactly.
Well, you got like that button with like Pee-wee's Playhouse, the word of the day,
it's-
because I think Tom said it. The word of the day.
Yeah, it's just like when I was allowed to watch Three's Company as a child, but I had to keep my hands above the blanket.
Oh, that makes sense.
Otherwise, you'd be like Bing Crosby.
Yeah,
right?
like making my own ranch dressing. My mom's like, we have plenty. There's 47 quarts in the refrigerator. There's no doubt about it.
Oh my god!
Are you guys getting music on your side?
I heard some bongo drums.
Yeah, is Ricky Ricardo in the studio?
Yeah.
Oh,
Lucy, I am home.
Yeah, they're here now.
Oh, Ricky, I can't believe
Ricky
it.
Ricardo.
Oh, hey, Fred.
You know, Fred Mertz and Ricky Ricardo were lovers.
Were they?
They
No, they
were.
weren't.
Oh, they were.
Is that an
Okay.
April Fool's?
Yeah, a lot of times when they went to see what? Oh, it's not an April Fool's. It's just a known fact. And when they moved out to the country, the reason was
I thought
so
they
they
married
could
Lucy.
spend so Fred and Ricky could spend more time having gay sex. That's the only reason they moved out to the country.
Oh, is that what they were talking about?
Oh wow!
Oh, her and Ethel had
The rat
yeah,
study?
her and Ethel did have lesbian sex.
Desi Arnaz. wonder.
Yeah, I heard
is
some
really?
rumors about that chocolate factory.
Yes. Well, that actually was a metaphor for Fred and Ricky's relationship.
The whole set probably just smelled like
Yes,
blood.
it was Fred.
And all the
That
while,
was
Bing
awful.
Crosby at that time was probably barely starting with his.
Right. And they actually had an episode called Aunt Martha's Famous Dressing, and that was just a secret inside joke about Uncle Bing's dressing.
I think. Oh, we lost Steven.
Oh my God, what happened?
No,
I think I just heard. You still there?
Yeah, no, I'm here.
Oh,
No.
Yeah, and then I can even go like this and be like,
can I bring
you know,
up
like that. I could give you guys.
Can I bring up a subject?
Yes.
Oh, all right. I see.
Can I bring up an interesting subject?
Okay, bring it up. What is it?
Is that on, especially on 70s and 60s TV
that
shows?
better because there's more room.
On 70s and 60 TV shows, a majority of the shows that had fathers, the wives were inexplicably gone. And I have a feeling that those fathers had actually murdered their wives. Andy Griffith.
What?
The Courtship of Eddie's Father. Fathers Knows Best. The Brady Bunch, both Carol and Mike.
Really?
It never was addressed how they died.
Did they die?
Yes.
In the show?
That would have been some time ago.
No, before.
No, like when they passed.
Before
Bradys?
The show?
Yeah. Liz Widow.
Mike Brady,
Mike
he's got to still be alive.
Yeah. Oh, they never explained how.
They never expressed.
Yeah, they never expressed how.
Yeah.
How the mom's husband died.
Yeah, there was
there
was no talk of either one of them.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Happened to her. He wasn't divorced. She just disappeared in the night.
Do you think? I mean, there are a lot of people that just go out and walk into the ocean.
Courtship of Eddie's Father, gone. Oh, Family Affair. He suddenly then he has a gay butler.
Well, sometimes people just jump in a car and drive themselves in front of a semi.
They do, yes. That did happen in real life.
Yeah, that happened
in real life. I did know somebody that happened to, unfortunately. Yeah, My Two Dads. That was just a metaphor to accept gay marriage. You know, like, oh, not only was the girl lost two mothers, then she has two gay dads.
I'm trying to figure this all out. How does this tie Andy Griffith, Mr. Belvedere, and the Brady Bunch? They're all like in the same like studio?
No, because they all had because Brady Bunch, he lost his wife, she lost her husband. There's no explanation of what happened to either one of them. But they happened to lose both of them at the same time so they could get together.
So they probably murdered their spouses so that they can live happily ever after. Is the conspiracy behind it.
And most likely they each murdered each other's spouses is what I'm thinking.
Dang. Do you think
because
there's like
you see each other and let them nod at each other in the kitchen? Like,
is there a cold case file or anything on it?
Yeah, so they, it's an
And
that
Andy Griffith, you probably get the feeling that he and Barney took
Both
his wife out by the
Barney
lake.
Rubble?
Yeah, no, Barney Fife.
Oh,
why?
His ex-wife.
Just for the money, you're saying?
By the lake, and probably put a ligature around her neck and strangled her.
It's like one of the seven deadly sins.
Helen. He just wanted to go out with Helen.
Barney.
Helen of Troy?
No, Helen. What was Helen's last name on the show?
Helen Mirren?
No, not Helen Mirren, but Helen, Opie's first grade teacher.
Opie?
Because Andy just couldn't keep it in his pants.
You're talking about Opie from Sons of Anarchy?
No, that's a whole different show.
They reused the name Opie in Sons of Anarchy.
His wife, the bear.
Man, this is misinformation network.
Yeah, it was the Iron Hurst.
Oh,
Wow,
oh
it looks
yeah.
like we're invading
Did you ever
Cuba
watch
right
the
now.
show Family Affair? Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Oh, what?
Wow.
What?
No, it was this
Did you ever watch the show The Family Affair?
it's something about like my
We're invading
stepsister or something was stayed home from school or no, you guys didn't see that one.
No,
I think it was
Brian Keith
it had
was.
like 100,000 Waikiki what?
Well, now I gotta.
No, what are we looking up? Cuba and
We're
Pornhub.
looking up the invasion of Cuba.
No. It says FBI visits Cuba to probe Florida speedboat attack.
No.
Survivors face
All right.
terrorism charges.
Look, I got the official stats right here. Okay. Currently, in the world, there is a global phenomenon. If you did not know this, there is a phenomenal amount of people that are holding their devices in their hands, either A, while they're inverted in their bed, or they are using their device while watching pornography in their car. 87% of traffic came from people watching pornography while driving. 11% of internet traffic comes from people watching pornography on their desktop.
And that's why there's a population crisis.
Exactly.
And that's why there's a population crisis.
Because you can go out and just buy your version of me.
I mean, it's everywhere. I mean, it's different everywhere, like China. And
they don't even. Could you imagine they could just go get like that beautiful face? The what? The one-shot policy? Oh, the one-child policy.
The one-child policy in China.
Yeah, I mean.
Well, I mean, everybody wanted boys to carry the family name, but you know, you have a bunch of boys and no girls. I mean, last time I checked, 2 boys don't make a baby.
I don't know.
What I just said there might get us canceled because apparently here in America, 2 boys can have a baby.
If you have the money, you can go to the hospital and make arrangements. I saw Junior. Remember the Governor was in it, right?
Oh yes, you're talking about when Arnold Schwarzenegger was a pregnant dude.
That's the one. Him and
there was a movie like that, right?
Danny DeVito.
Arnold Schwarzenegger was pregnant.
Oh yeah, it was called.
You said Junior. I don't know.
Yeah, Junior. Yeah.
The movie is why we're in this situation. You know, I guess people took that movie too seriously.
I mean, it's been a big topic. Like the whole, I mean, he was in the other big topic movie that Mr. Musk, who's on TV right now, Mars, right?
Oh, it's Total Recall, yeah.
That was one
it's just Devon Island in Canada.
He's in a lot of those like high, like profile technological kind of movies. Remember the one where they had that weapon that had like the X-ray vision that could see through like walls and stuff? What was that?
Yeah, Superman did too.
Oh yeah,
he had X-ray vision.
That's true.
It explains why Lois Lane had breast cancer.
I know there's that video. Why do every woman that's important to me have breast cancer?
Well, we feel for you.
Yes.
Well, we could start a GoFundMe.
I was talking about Family Affair. This is Mr. French right here.
Oh wow!
You look like him.
You can order him.
They refer to him as a They refer to him as a gentleman's gentleman.
Huh.
And Brian Keith would always get home, and when he needed his help, he'd say, "French."
French. Not ranch,
and
but
he
French.
died like 2 days after Elvis did, so he got French.
French, yeah.
So he got because he died like 2 days after Elvis did. He got very little coverage.
Can you tell us more about your relationship with Elvis,
Do you
Tom?
think Trump could take him in the fight?
Because Tom was spending some time with Elvis before he did that thing. I know it's hard to talk about, but if you can you
towards the end?
Yeah.
Well, we both had an inordinate love for prescription medication. I could take anywhere upwards from 1,000 to 2,000
It's quite
hydrocone
right?
pills a
No,
day,
it's okay.
and
This is a safe place.
10,000 hydrocodone pills a month.
I mean, didn't you party it up with Jordan Belfort?
Oh, I did party up with Jordan Belfort.
Really?
I was the wolf of Wall Street. He was merely the
lamb.
Not the lamb, but the little gray fox of Wall Street. So yes. Yeah, that was just kind of a joke.
Money never sleeps, right?
Yeah, money never sleeps.
It doesn't. Oh, who had us doing
stories
that?
He
was that our
bought
last
from
guest?
me, and those are mine.
Yeah, he's the one actually invented that.
What? Oh yeah. I forgot about that actually because I sold it to him and I just forgot about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no sense in ever looking back. Like once you do it, and it's done, it's like give it to somebody else. Let it go. I don't need that shit anymore. Fuck it.
I once wrestled a cobra to the death.
Well, speaking of Elvis, why don't you sing some?
Oh, Steven, do you have any Elvis songs you particularly like?
I do like.
I actually prefer the ballads, just so you know.
Hey, that doesn't look like coffee.
Yeah.
I finished the coffee, but I had a bottle of water. Like, check out this Neem Bean coffee. These cups are available at our store.
Treat me like a fool. Treat me mean and cruel, but love me. Oh, 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 oh. Break my faithful heart. Tear it all apart.
This water tastes like
love
coffee.
Me. Won't you love me if you ever go? Darling, I would go so lonely. Oh, 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 oh. I would beg and steal. Oh,
all right.
Oh, love me. Oh, yeah. That's beautiful.
That was gorgeous. Are you gonna follow that up, Joe?
Oh, me? No.
Oh, Joe does have a couple of songs, but I don't think he remembers the words to it. He's more of a country fan, and God, who's the guy?
Conway Twitty.
David Allan Coe is a good.
David Allan
country
Coe,
singer.
Yeah. But I can't remember the one that you'll really like. That one about the Harleys.
Oh, Panheads Forever.
Yeah.
What about
what you do a line of that or two?
Did you say we're gonna do?
Are you familiar with David Allan Coe?
I haven't sung that in a long time. I don't really remember.
Well, then you got to sing one of them, though. So
I mean,
what is it got to be?
I believe Elliot would sing the other one, no problem. But
he probably remembers.
Yeah, well, maybe next podcast show I'll sing Panheads Forever.
Yeah,
I haven't listened to that song in a long time.
Or I think Elliot.
It's like she's hard to get started. Yeah, she's always so cold.
For the House of the Rising Sun, maybe.
Here, let me look up.
Yeah, the one that he's talking about, Panheads Forever. It sounds like he's singing about a woman, but he's really singing about the love of his motorcycle, and it's really beautiful.
And this is Elvis, or
because the words are beautiful.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, no,
No.
it's not Elvis. It's David Allan Coe.
She's hard to get started. She's always so cold. In the mornings, I find her. She's looking so old. There's so many miles. I've been down that road once or twice. Let me see. Yeah, she's not much to look at when we ride through town. But I know when the chips fall, she won't let me down. She knows how to run and she don't run around on her man. She's a high-flying lady. She takes me where I want to be. There's no other woman standing between her and me.
You need to be on the camera and say that, okay?
And I'll always be faithful and keep her till the end of time. God knows I'll always love that old panhead of mine.
God, that's beautiful.
He kicked me out.
I think we're still on.
Great, Joe.
Yeah. Are you still there, Steven?
Yeah, you were on full screen.
Okay.
I hit maximize on
You
your
have to
screen.
admit that is a beautiful.
Look at you guys.
Oh,
good. Yeah, that's good because that's a beautiful song.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it sounds like he's singing about his wife or girlfriend or whatever.
Never know right till the end because the words are so poetic and so descriptive.
Yeah. I mean, he's got other. I mean, he's a known artist though.
Oh, very well known.
Yeah,
artist.
he's well known, but then he's got those like other songs. It's kind of like
he's got some.
There's some questionable Johnny Cash songs. You know, it's just in the time.
Yes. He's got some very questionable race songs. Let's just put it that way.
So does Johnny Cash.
Oh, nowhere near as questionable as Mr. David Allan Coe.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, he actually is like, in all seriousness, he's like respected as one of the best country writers of all time.
Yeah.
But some of the songs
Johnny Cash
are so vile.
Yeah.
No,
David Allan Coe. I know David Allan Coe.
Jinx,
yeah, David Allan Coe.
Yeah, Jinx, you owe me a soda. But
soda time.
That's
I see.
Only because people don't have enough of the ability to listen to the song and appreciate the sincere beautifulness.
I think you froze.
Man.
So what happened is I zoomed out slightly on the perspective, and what ended up happening is it zoomed out, so now I can see both of you, but I think it's too much. And when I put it like zoom in, all I can see now is Joe.
Okay, you've lost everybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, it's all right. It's just
this internet everywhere. It's internet all over the place.
No,
That's
I
just
just think you were like it was lagging for a minute. Yeah.
Yeah. It likes to do that.
No, but next time Joe will sing that song that we were speaking of and just hold him to it.
Yeah.
No.
I want to hear it.
Chicken.
That we'll
no, you would.
We would be
in jail.
No, not in jail because it's freedom of speech.
Right.
But
right.
I
would be on the news.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean,
well,
it's like
we're gonna keep everybody off the news this time.
It's one of those songs.
We don't want anybody.
You could leave it up to people.
Yeah, it's one of those songs. It's like, oh my God, could he really have thought that would go over well?
Well, I mean, as much as Tom is talking about it right now, you know, he that's like one of his favorite songs. I think he just put away Elvis and made David Allan Coe his idol.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You could definitely get away with singing a little bit. You just have to make sure you're giving accreditation.
No, not at all. Not this particular song.
Honestly, even for fun, doing it as Elvis, I could not do it.
I mean, I could show you the song off air.
Yeah, no, yeah, I wouldn't even want to show it.
I've heard it. I've heard him.
Off air,
in no air.
Yeah. I wouldn't even want to email it to you. I mean, it's that vile.
Yeah, it's vile. It's pretty
Yeah,
bad.
it makes Andrew Dice Clay look like a Bible verse.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
And we
I
all
mean
know Andrew
that
Dice
does sound.
Clay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
remember the girl with the red curly hair, and she was in that show that kept like it was like a Groundhog Day. Did you guys catch that one on Netflix? The Russian girl with the
Which
red
one?
hair. She was also in the prison
Russian
show
girl.
on Netflix. She has red curly hair.
Oh, you're Orange is the New Black.
Orange is the New Black. Her.
Sarah Leone.
Orange is the New Black.
Sarah.
Natasha Leone.
No, Orange is the New Black. She was the Russian old lady that worked the kitchen.
I didn't saw that show.
Oh, you're thinking of some other Russian.
But there was a
you're thinking of your mail order bride, aren't you?
I probably am.
Yeah.
Future orders underway. Let's see. Red curly hair lady. Orange.
Just put in Orange is the New Black. You'll find her.
Yeah, she should just pop up. Wow, this is like I got a whole glam spread here of like all these women with red curly hair. Orange is the New Black. That has nothing to do with Orange is the New Black. You guys got to see this. Watch, I can share the screen.
Well, just erase the red curly hair bit and put Orange is the New Black cast, and you'll find it.
Okay, let me click that button.
They had actually told me I had to remove this picture. You know why?
Why?
Because of the cigar. They said it was promoting drugs.
Oh, yeah, no drugs.
Oh, yeah.
Those are so bad.
And then also,
did you?
A couple of the actors or actresses, whatever, in the Orange is the New Black show is they were from American Pie.
Yeah, Natasha Leone. That's one that was. She played kind of this.
The band geek?
No, that was Allison Hagen. That was like the girlfriend.
Yeah, not Jason Biggs' girlfriend in the American Pie series.
Yeah, she actually played the one that he became that got with him, not the one that was Natalie. Yeah,
and the Orange is the New Black.
Yeah.
No.
So
no, not yeah. Do you recognize the song?
I mean, I guess it's you.
Yeah.
They're just torturing me with this. What is the search engine even? Microsoft Copilot? I'm like, show me the cast, and it's like, let me just spread this all around.
All right.
No pictures. This is unacceptable. Microsoft. All right, let's try this one. I can't share that one. How would I? Oh, I know what to do. Google.
Oh yeah, you're right. Natasha Leone's in this.
Yeah, but she's older.
Yeah, Kate Mulgrew is the old Russian lady.
Wow.
You know who that is?
Yeah, she was on like I think Star Trek or something.
Yeah, it's Kate Mulgrew. Yeah, even Laura Prepone from that 70s show was in it as well.
All right, so I'm on this one. If I click this one, and then this one, and then share screen, and this one. Share. Oh no, that's the wrong one. Oh, so I can only share from what this. So weird. I don't know. For some reason, maybe this is a Mandela effect.
No, it's Kate Mulgrew is the Russian lady.
Yeah, she used to be on like another show. Hey Siri, what show was Kate Mulgrew on besides Orange is the New Black? Yeah, Star Trek Voyager.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never recognized her. Then again, I don't really like Star Trek. Neither do I like Star Wars.
No, either. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, it's Natasha. Yeah, you're right. You're right about Natasha.
Well, are you talking about the older one or the younger?
The younger one. I can't remember her name in the show.
Oh, okay. So yeah, it's Natasha Lyonne.
Or Natasha Lyonne.
But just said she's American, not Russian.
For some reason, I thought. Okay, because she's in.
Russian Doll.
Okay. Russian Doll.
She's in a show called Russian Doll.
That. Ay caramba. This show was so legit. Y'all have not seen this. I'd watch it again.
No.
This one? You haven't seen this one? It's pretty cool. It's
No, I haven't.
No.
I haven't. I saw the cover and when I looked it up.
So see all.
Yeah, I haven't
anyways,
seen it.
Someday.
Sounds kinky.
Yeah, it was a Groundhog Day kind of situation, but the whole reason this was because she talked. I think I saw a stand up with her where she mentioned Andrew Dice Clay, and she got like training or like classes or something from him, like back in the day. That's kind of like how she got into the industry.
Right.
Because, yeah, I could learn a few things from Andrew Dice Clay, Howard Stern. You know, if you ask Grok,
Andrew Dice Clay, you can learn a lot.
And Grok will tell you, you just need to be able to say the first thing that comes to your mind with no filter. And I think that's what got one of our cast members arrested.
Even I find them offensive.
Because I don't think that's sound advice.
Yeah.
Because if things came out of my mouth without a filter, I think it would be.
If it's by Andrew Dice Clay, the best advice is to keep it to yourself.
Yeah.
It's just so bizarre.
It's like an old clip of Andrew Dice
Clay. And that's what originally I wanted to talk about was the three faces. Like most people don't reveal their true feelings on subjects. Like they don't talk about like what's the actual reality of existence. Everything I feel like it's just like this huge facade. Like there's no like there are people that just break those walls, that just completely take it down. But for the most part, you can't ask somebody like silly questions or like get like really detailed and personal with people because they'll shut down, they'll redirect, or they put up those defense mechanisms. They don't want to talk about and honestly I could sit here and just go on and on and on, and it does something. It like could draw out like an alienation kind of situation, right? Like you wouldn't be ready for it, and then you just be like quiet, like, oh shit, now what?
Yeah, but I mean, you have to have some sort of filter, because if you don't, then you get in trouble. You're not in trouble. It's just you're going to get attacked, and then you're the public opinion.
You end up in jail like Andrew Tate. Is that his name?
If you don't say the right things.
Oh, it's the fireworks. I'm like, something's happening.
Yeah, and Harrison got fired.
No, that guy Tate. That's his name,
there's
right? Andrew
there's
Tate.
a lot.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Guy that was from
He lives in Romania.
Bitcoin stuff, right?
No, Andrew Tate. He got arrested for apparently human trafficking.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So he was involved in like the whole Pizzagate thing.
But didn't he have a lot of Bitcoin though?
No, he didn't get arrested for that.
Yeah, but he had. Oh,
but I'm sure he did. Became super rich, so trafficking women. He's got all the money he can possibly want, and he can get any girl he can possibly want.
And like that other dude, what's his name? That had the yacht, and he has got like 10 girlfriends, right? And he's just got a grip of money, right? And he was like nothing before that. He was like with some chick, and he was like over, and he just like was like, "Why am I even with you? I could just go get like 20 chicks and do whatever I want."
Yeah, I don't know who that is though, because I'm trying to think who it is, but I can't.
What?
I don't know, some dude that owns a yacht.
Yeah, it's not the Branson guy.
A lot of them own lots.
Yeah. I was gonna say John McAfee.
Yeah.
John McAfee.
John McAfee.
McAfee, yeah.
McAfee. Or it could be, if you search it on the internet, quite a few dudes show up that have more than one woman with them on a yacht. So is that the goal?
Yeah,
to have a yacht with many women?
I would suspect so.
Huh?
But if you have a lot of money, what would be wrong with that?
I don't know.
I guess it depends on personality. Not every rich guy has a yacht with a bunch of women.
It wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, but not like what everybody strives for.
Yeah, I don't think that's like the end goal. I think it's the end goal for some.
Yeah.
Could be. Bunch of bearded women.
My goal, but it's
part of the crew, part of the ship.
The worst thing in the world to have to end up with.
Really? It wouldn't be your goal? I think it would. I don't know.
No, I'm a decent person.
Are you?
No.
Did you wanted to say you wanted to do? Who was it?
I want to help unwed mothers if I ever get wealthy. I want to help them get their start.
Sing along. That's probably the issue. I got too many tabs open. There we go.
Maybe he was trying to be the opposite of Elvis.
Ever sleep with them?
Yeah.
Because he honored them too much.
That's weird.
No, because he thought that once they were pregnant, they were too sacred. I know it's weird.
Yeah. I think that's just celebrity weirdness.
No, I think it was the way he was brought up that he's just mentally challenged. Not mentally challenged, but I think that's part of mental illness.
Yeah, I was going to say mentally ill. I just didn't want to offend
you. Oh my God, no.
Hero.
God, no. I have no problem with that.
But I'm going to say Elvis was not the king of our rock and roll. See, I told you.
Elvis is.
You really believe that?
No.
That's a really hard question. I do
That's a good question.
Not have problems with people that say he wasn't. Because the funny part is that once he came back from the army, I would be the first one to say he became much more known for his ballads.
Mm-hmm.
So it's actually really funny that they say he's the king of rock and roll. If anything, he.
So you can agree to disagree. That's what you're saying.
With people that I have rock and roll and brought it to the forefront.
Okay, but do you think Michael Jackson's the king of pop?
No. No. Because
but to a major Michael Jackson fan, that could be offensive.
No, but I said it's just he was the. I was say he's kind of like Elvis. He opened up. He wasn't like black music. He wasn't like soul. He wasn't like disco or one thing. They both were really just totally unique in what they did.
Right.
That would have been his son-in-law.
I think
right.
Elvis.
Yeah, so I like to introduce Michael Jackson, the king of pop. I'm his dad, the king of rock.
Yeah.
I think Elvis was definitely a rock and roll artist. He was definitely not tone deaf.
I mean, the year he died, he still was the biggest selling act on the road.
Yeah.
Wow.
And Colonel Parker really.
Yeah, I mean, like the music he put out in the 70s was just. I mean, some of it was good, but compared to like other artists, the albums were just so like. Most of them were shit. Like he was the first guy to ever do a satellite performance from around the world, and they didn't even put pictures on the album cover from that performance.
Yeah, but you know what, too? Like, I don't like his Christmas music.
Oh, you don't?
No.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I don't.
Elvis
really?
Christmas.
See, that's actually some of my favorite.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, there's a couple songs, but
I mean, some of it is kind of like just hokey. I get that.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
there you go. But, and then there's that one that's I think it's like the Jailhouse one. That one. Yeah, that one.
He hated that one.
Yeah, I hate that one.
Yeah, he hated that one, and
I'm glad he hated it because I hated it.
And he actually had it arranged that way because he thought the arrangement was so terrible that they wouldn't release it.
Yeah, that's on the Christmas album.
Yeah, exactly,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oh my god! And I remember being on like the re-release or remastered. You know, when they would sell CDs on TV.
Yeah, but he purposely arranged.
Oh yeah, they go like that whole list would come down. It's like the only commercial I can remember.
Like his version of Silent Night, he does straightforward, which is nice.
Yeah. And I like his Fools Rush In.
Fools Rush In, where angels fear tread.
No, Fools Don't Rush In. Why do men say? Yeah, that one. That one's a good one.
Only fools rush in. And his gospel music is nice. Yeah. I mean, it's the only music he ever got Grammys for, ironically.
Yeah. He was raised in gospel.
Yeah.
Well, that comes. Remember, we were talking about what do you call it? The appropriation thing. Wasn't people accusing him of going into gospel kind of unannounced?
But he really didn't because he grew up in that.
Yeah, he grew up in that. He grew up in Tennessee. He's widely accepted in the black community.
They tried to say he was racist, but when they go back and interview like anybody that knows him or any of the black artists that he worked with, none of them say anything negative. And like he actually, Whitney Houston's mom was one of his backup singers.
Oh, wow.
And she talks about, and all his black backup singers talk about the first time they met him, how nice he was to them. And
I mean, I can imagine he was definitely a better dude. I mean, he was in the military.
I mean,
he even had an affair with a couple.
Salute to Elvis.
Singers. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, he gave them like, I mean, he like, and there was a lady like the year that he passed away, he read a story. He arranged to go out and meet her and bought her like a totally automatic wheelchair and then brought her like $100,000 and
Wow.
He never didn't make it known to the press or anything, and just made sure that she was taken care of during the whole time that her house was being rebuilt. If he hated black people, he certainly never would have done that.
True.
No, definitely. Yeah.
But he did. And, I mean, his cook was that one of his. I mean, the cook he had at Graceland for the whole time he lived there was black, and he bought her a house. But he did make her stay in a 10 by 12 foot cage, though, which is kind of odd.
Maybe she was comfortable there. You know,
No,
people.
Well,
no, but the whole thing was that he tried
I was
to.
saying,
the
you know,
black
people get
people
into
always tried to say
relationships, they get
because-
locked into it, and they can't get out.
Yeah.
You know.
Speaking of cages, when I was in Vietnam, I did the John McCain experience.
Oh, did you? Was
Yeah.
it nice?
Yeah.
It was fun, wasn't it?
Yes, it was real
The
fun.
sticks weren't that sharp. Were
No,
they?
no, they weren't.
John
I thought
McCain
so.
experience.
Did you pay extra to be taunted?
Yes.
Yeah.
This
Really
this
sharp
was part of the
bamboo
cruise
poles.
package,
Yeah.
right? For your
Did they
honeymoon.
keep the bamboo under you?
Yeah.
Did they plant the bamboo under you so you could feel it grow?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, you got the extra then.
Yeah, they put you on a course, man, where
Yeah.
you know if you step in the wrong place, you'll fall in a pit of punji sticks. I even went through the Coochie tunnels. That's what they're called.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
What is that?
The little tunnels that they would hide in, and then they would climb out and shoot American soldiers.
They're called coochie tunnels.
Well, it's a region.
Oh,
But those tunnels are in that region, so they call them the Coochie tunnels.
nice.
Yeah. Yeah, you can explore the Coochie tunnels.
You guys watch baseball, right? You guys know the season started, right? Are you following any of the teams?
Oh yes, we have the balls.
I actually don't watch baseball.
Yeah, it started last Tuesday.
Yeah, I'm not into like baseball or basketball. American
No,
football.
I like baseball, but I'm not like a huge. I don't follow it that closely.
Yeah, I mean, I'll go to a game.
Yeah.
But did you
I
watch it
enjoy
growing
that,
up?
but-
But to watch
Like Joe, you've seen you went to like Yankee Stadium and saw like Babe Ruth growing up.
not
right?
really. I watch American football more.
Oh, football. Oh,
My dad
what
did.
are some famous football
Actually, my
players out
dad saw
there?
Babe
I know,
Ruth,
like
growing up play at the Coliseum.
really.
Famous.
Are they
football
still
players.
using the Coliseum?
What was the famous football players my dad would tell me about? Roman Gabriel,
Roger Staubach.
Roger Staubach, the Juice.
Oh, the Juice.
No, he actually I saw O.J. Simpson when he was played for the Rams. They would practice over at Cal State Fullerton. They would
Terry Crews.
No, they would sometimes stay. They would stay at they would eat. I didn't know that.
Terry Crews was an NFL player.
And my son Dylan, he lived in the R.J. Cowling's dorm.
Yeah, he was an NFL player.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, and I told him, I said you live in the dorm of a guy that helped a convicted killer that was civilly convicted. Escape.
Yeah, Terry Crews played for the Los Angeles Rams.
Yeah, I forgot.
Oh, you guys remember Jim Brown? He was the sports announcer for Channel 9 for a while.
Yeah, I do remember him. Yeah.
I mean, Tom remembers when the Las Vegas Raiders were the Oakland Seniors.
Yeah, exactly. Wow. Yeah, and when they used to play with like leather caps.
Right.
Yeah, and the football was made out of like a literal pig.
Yeah, and it was real pig skin.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we didn't care about animal rights back then. Huh?
Different times. It's understandable.
Different times.
Yeah, we got to grandfather him in then. Some of them out there, they get a pass.
Then
just gotta let it slide.
Well, and people understand that.
Well, you remember, like,
there's no
when the
one out there
when,
that they, you know, most people laugh about it.
which one? What are they laughing at? Did you hear me?
Are you getting comments?
Is it glitching again? Are we getting any comments, everyone? I don't know. I have it set up. I do want to thank that we have 2 viewers right now. I want to thank everybody for tuning in to Stargoat Studios, where we understand that everything is comprised of stardust. Therefore, we are all the greatest of all time. So welcome to the show. We have it set up for question and answers right now. We're talking a little sports, talking about sports players, who might be the better sports players of in recent modern history. Talking about a little football, Barry Sanders, Jim Brown. We had a little Elvis talk. Is he the king of rock and roll? Right now, I think we're kind of evolving the conversation back into sports. The Olympics are coming up, and in the future, that might not be based in a world of monetary gain anymore. Maybe the physique of men and women would be the desire of everyone, instead of a bank account. You want the dude that won the Olympics, right? Or people that are at least waking up every day trying to compete in it.
They make it it would be more like a Hunger Games situation.
The Olympics just ended last week.
The Summer Olympics?
That was the
in
Winter
Australia,
Olympics,
right?
In summer. I'm sorry, the winter. Yes, the winter.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Summer's not till
but the summer's not
2028.
2028. That's going to be out here in Los Angeles, right?
Yeah, it's so odd though, because a big deal of it. It seems like it hardly was played out at all.
Well, there's like so many different levels of Olympics.
Oh yeah, yeah. Actually, for the summer,
I've worked at the Special Olympics.
It's going to be here. The what?
The Special Olympics, and then there's the Paralympics.
Aren't you a participant?
Both. They let you work as both.
What are you going to be doing though? That's cool.
Mostly helping encourage and give that charismatic energy, and just like participate like alongside with the attendees and the competitors. And
that's cool.
Yeah, if you
where are you going to be doing it?
Well, there's different organizations. I'm in contact with a few different ones right now that also do food kitchens throughout the year. But you get signed up through the Special Olympics organization, and you show up that day, and they pair you up with a participant, and you spend the day with them, going to the different events, and you can participate in the events with them, or you can kind of just stand on the sides and give them the encouragement, and you're just you're there for support and to have a good time. It's a great time for everyone, and I encourage everybody to get out there. And in that future I see, I think people are going to be paired up, in my mind, in that kind of way. You're going to see somebody and what they're about, and that's what's going to be appealing to you, and that's why you're going to want to make that bond with them, versus now it is rewarded for people that get money, and maybe they're not the best person in the world. Maybe they're an empty shell, and they just have like not a lot to really contribute to the world beyond manipulation or conniving ways, or whatever it is they're doing to squander resources, instead of going out and helping people and making that difference in people's lives. And it's that big question about the future. What is what is going to be the ultimate test of humanity? Are we going to be the rats in the cage from those science experiments they did back in the 50s on utopian societies, where they give all the rats all the resources they need, and all the males squander all the and hoard, and they all start being gay rats, and and then they all end up start dying off because they're not, procreating. They're not maintaining their species anymore. And I know that comes up quite often, and I'm like, we're humans, like if there's no mountain in Florida, they'll literally build a mountain. They build fake mountains, like right there in the gym. Like, you don't need, like, we are those type of people that have that inside of us, and it's like, what is that drive, and what happens if it gets extinguished? That curiosity, that desire, if it just burns out and goes away, then that's even worse than probably losing the electricity, right?
Yeah.
What was that thing that you called it earlier?
I guess we're just in for Judgment Day.
Well, if it's all like one currency, that's what the Bible says, right? One language.
Yeah, well, yeah, one currency, one language, one government.
I don't know. Well, aren't we currently like heading in that direction, Joe, with like the whole fiat system and the credit cards? And
yeah,
IDs?
I feel like it's heading in that way. I mean, already, if you look at what's going on in I think, what was it, Marco Rubio or one of them, I forget which one, or Hegseth, I think it was Pete Hegseth, was stating that they're in the works of creating a grand North American Union.
Mm-hmm.
And that's been in the works for a very long time. I mean, there's already a European Union. All they need to do is get, the important countries in our hemisphere, like, South, parts of South America, like Venezuela, Central America, Mexico, and Canada, and then also Greenland too.
With
all
here,
into this
like
one
the Euro?
big North American Union, and then
like a combined currency.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's what probably would come of it if there's ever a North American Union, just like the European Union.
Yeah.
And then on the Asian side, you're going to get China as the lead for the Asian Union. And they get their own currency. So now the world's effectively
moving towards like a one fiat system for the entire globe. Dang, I don't know about that, man.
Yeah, in due time.
Well, I mean, because if that's like the ultimate like Armageddon thing, if that's going to be like the end of the world right there, I mean, like, and everybody starts just speaking like English.
I mean, religion aside, if you think if the world as a whole suffers a catastrophic economic meltdown, then the whole entire world's screwed. There leaves no room for other nations to rise if there's a global order, and that in itself is Armageddon. That in itself is Armageddon, because
like the story says, you have to have
part of the same thing, part of the same union.
Yeah. But like most people across the globe are already speaking English, right? And there's like this argument over using like the brick or the euro or the dollar, and there's like a lot of movements towards like just making it like one digital Satoshi system, right?
Yeah, but Hold on, I got a message here. Oh, it's a voice one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna listen to it later.
Is it from the Bitcoin trading group?
The whole fiat currency system will go away as a whole, and then it'll be, if they get centralized digital bank, it's all over.
It could be. I mean, we could be like on the way of like accelerating like us into the future, essentially, you know? Like if it's written down and it's prophesied that if we go to one language and one currency and we become one government, I've heard this story so many times, that's when the end times. But then other people are like, oh no, it's going to be like the golden era, you know. And Trump's up here giving the speech like, hey, we did it. We neutralized everything, we're good now, right?
No, maybe good in the beginning,
yeah, but for how long? And then
everything falls apart. Nothing lasts forever.
Well, like Rome,
and like I said, Armageddon aside, apocalypse or whatever you want to call it, Holy Bible aside, speaking from, you know, just the old, like I said, the whole economic meltdown. Look, when Europe fell apart during the medieval times, right, the Dark Ages, the Middle East was rising. That part of the world was thriving, as to where Europe was in the Dark Ages. So that's an example, you know, of is a good dog. See,
that was the fallout though after like the rise of Egypt, right?
Yeah.
So like Egypt was up.
Yeah, rise of Egypt, you know, when Egypt fell, then you have the Romans.
But do we have currency during the times of Egypt, or was that the barter and trade system?
And anywhere you go, and anywhere important in history, they had currency, because when Monso, what is his name? Mansa Musa or something.
The guy from Zoolander?
Something. The king of Timbuktu, when he traveled from Timbuktu, you know, in West Africa all the way to Egypt, you know, he fell in love with Egypt and he showered Egypt with gold. He showered Egypt with so much gold, he collapsed the Egyptian economy for like 10 years.
Wow. Well, people are moved by money. That is for absolute certain. You know, you see those old 1940s movies. No, I'm thinking of when the. Did you lose me? No, it is glitching out, but I'm not sure why. I mean, I'm still getting audio. I hope like.
I was just doing a little cleanup.
Yeah, no, I still got you guys. I'm getting audio. It is a little shaky though on your end. I occasionally get a little bit of the robotic thing. I don't know how it's going to come out in the ultimate recording at the end of it though. But yeah, I mean, we're 3 viewers in, and we want to thank everyone for tuning in. We really appreciate you being here. If you do have comments or questions,
right,
you got some April Fool's jokes for us. Most of this information is factual. You can definitely cross-reference it. Please check with your Facebook fact check team.
Not all of it. Bing Crosby never made homemade ranch dressing.
No, Bing Crosby never made ranch dressing by hand.
He did not. He did not.
I mean, everything about Richard Nixon and Bob Dole and Vanderbilt. And
my grandmother was correct.
Mm-hmm. That's true. You know,
it's mostly true.
What else did we say was not true?
All stories about Fred and Ricky Ricardo are true, and their
Right.
love
The moon landing.
Asphyxiation and helping each other achieve that.
I don't see that as fucking true, man.
Oh, I do. Lucy told me. Oh, Lucy, can you tie my belt tighter?
Not only have we invaded Cuba tonight, we've also invaded Toronto. Interesting. So Canada's going down.
What?
Right? Yeah, they were on the list.
Serious.
Well, it's in the C's. We were doing it backwards. Cuba is CU, and then Canada is CA. We're going backwards on the list. Iran, Zimbabwe was 2 decades ago, 3 decades ago, right?
So far away.
Trump, he really went down the history of war. He really broke it down. He's like, the Iraqi war was like, what, 17 years? And we're still, that reporter, she just got abducted. God rest her, or God bless her soul. I hope she's okay.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Oh, if it's a woman, I'm going to say probably not.
In Iraq? Yeah, no, it was a woman journalist in Iraq has been kidnapped, and she's being held against her will in Iraq.
Yeah, I would say probably not, and hopefully
it was on the TV. I believe it.
Hopefully she is okay, but I kind of doubt it.
I'm wondering,
like
they were saying we have this technology, these UAVs that can literally see through mountains and pinpoint faces, like with infrared X-ray technology.
But it's a high probability that this lady getting kidnapped is probably good. Things have been probably done to her, and she's probably good and dead.
I just sent you the pictures, Steve.
I heard a ding
that we told you about from yesterday of the.
But there's people out there.
Oh, those people that got arrested.
Actually believe the world is very peaceful and loving. Yeah.
Oh man, that looks like a guy that a musician would follow on X.
There's people out there that believe the world.
Oh no, that's not.
With one Diplo.
Is that Diplo that got arrested? He is such a good DJ, man. He brings people together. I hope they let him out.
No, it's not.
It's not.
It's not.
No, we actually thought it was a car crash, and then we went around, and then we see it's like, oh my God, they're walking the guy to the car. Then it's like, oh my God, the guy, they have the guns drawn on him. And we did ask if we get our pictures taken with.
He's like in the cuffs, and you're like holding the camera up, taking selfies. Like, bro, we need this for social media, bro. I'm gonna put this up real quick. Yeah, I got it over here on WhatsApp. All kinds of chaos happening in the middle of the street here. Cop cars, 1, 2, 3 cop cars, undercover cop car.
Right.
The guy with the resting bitch face, he's so pissed. He's like, this is not supposed to happen today. That's what happens. There is order and structure.
Picture.
Gotta be following the rules. That's the picture we wanted. See, we need to put this. So this is what you were saying. We can get special order. Does it come in like a 2-pack or?
Yeah, I need to put this picture together and. Yes.
It'll sing for us.
Yeah, I need to put this picture together.
In that picture, Tom, you have not aged one bit.
What do you mean?
You have not aged one bit.
Yeah, I mean, considering he's 37, I'm 62 in that picture, I think I look pretty damn good.
Well, yeah, what does that make you today? Like 125?
Yeah.
I mean, Elvis is king.
I want to put that picture.
You remember the, like the old Mason-Dixon line and everything, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
Right.
that's my friend that's in Chicago, right? I mean, not Chicago, but Africa right now. She's okay looking. We'll see, though.
I like women. I was listening to Girls by
Runa.
the Beastie Boys earlier today. I was like cleaning my house and I was like, girls to do the laundry, girls to clean my bedroom and make my bed and sweep my floor. Girls, that's not how the song goes. It was good though. It got me really motivated.
Yeah.
That feminine energy really got me kind of pumped to, be organized and clean. I almost took a shower.
Yeah.
I was
I
inspired.
mean, we're not in a drought anymore, so
they shot this bear last.
I remember living in Wyoming. I'm telling you right now,
Yeah,
it
did
was
you hear about
illegal
this, Beard?
to shower on Wednesdays. What is that, Beard?
Oh, you really live in Wyoming?
I lived in Cheyenne, Wyoming for 2 years. I worked for Domino's
That was a bear
Pizza.
they shot in Monrovia.
Oh, that looks like, what is it?
No. Where did you live in Wyoming?
I lived in the state capital, Cheyenne, and I met a girl named Cheyenne who did not like to be called Cheyenne. But then she met me.
Yeah, her name was
and
Blondie.
made sure to go visit her at her booth at the mall where I worked every single day and repeat her name over and over and over again
And
until
Cheyenne
she finally quit her job and never saw her again.
Yes.
Cheyenne left Cheyenne. I love that bear though.
Yeah, Cheyenne had the distinction of having the only
Speaking
escalator
of bears,
in the whole state.
Runa. All right, can we get a special introduction for our special guest? Oh, where'd she go? Bring her back.
Yeah,
we just went viral.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a Mastiff. Argentinian Mastiff with all her papers, meaning she can legally appear online and in pictures with no fear of being deported.
Yep.
Oh,
she's drinking water.
Adorable. She's drinking water right now.
Yes.
Legally.
I'm sure it can be heard over the.
No, but what years did you work in Wyoming?
This was 2001 to 2002, 2003. And then in 2004, I moved down to Tucson and joined the Army. So no, it wasn't 2001. Maybe it was just 2 years in Wyoming. It was like 2 Christmases. And after the second time it snowed, I said, no more snow. We are all up out of this because delivering pizzas in snow in a 1997 Plymouth Neon, power sliding, ice, good tips. They did tip very well in Wyoming. All those big ranches and cattle, livestock. That livestock money, that's good money. What you got? Is it breaking news?
Yeah, that's funny because I actually had a federal arrest warrant from the state of Wyoming.
Really? What did you get into?
You were wanted back in the Wild West days.
Yes.
Oh,
we were staying
in Cowboys
that
went through there,
and I had left a cooler out, and because it was a national park, and my wife threw away the ticket thinking it was a camping ticket, and it turned into a federal warrant.
Oh.
Needless to say, he spent 10 years in federal prison.
Yes.
You got familiarized with the system then.
One morning, like at 7 a.m., I get a call on the phone, and it says U.S. Well, it said U.S. Marshal's Office. I'm like, what the hell? And I answer it, and they said, "Is this Thomas Dupuy?" I said, "Yes." They said, "This is the U.S. Marshal's Office." And they said, "We have an arrest warrant for you." And I said, "You're kidding me." And they said, the guy said, "Well, you're a pretty bad guy." And I said, "What do you mean?" He goes, "Do you remember being in Yellowstone a few years ago?" I said, "Yes." He goes, "You left your cooler out on a table and never paid the ticket." I mean, right. And
Jeez.
I said,
Speaking
"My
of
wife referred
tickets,
that as a camping ticket and just threw it away." He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "It happened that, they have some guy with a federal
don't we all have
arrest warrant and
outstanding
get all
parking
excited.
tickets?
And the next thing you know, your car is surrounded by 10 police cars."
Like the parking ticket.
Yeah, didn't you get one too, Tom? For street sweeping parking?
I've had I have my ownership anymore.
Yeah, but I fought my ticket. They wanted me to come to Wyoming, but I actually called and spoke to the judge because it was a small town, and spoke to him over the telephone, and he lowered the ticket to $25 and apologized that it turned into such a mess, and took care of it for me.
That's good. So your case was dismissed, Joe?
Pretty much.
That's good.
Pretty much.
Mine's still
you mean
pending.
Pending?
For the trailer, that's being contested. She's got to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, no, she definitely wants to go outside.
Yeah, the one for the trailer is being contested.
Yeah, they sent me a second notification about mine, and and it's like this friendly reminder. So I'm going to send a friendly reminder back that I already explained the situation, and they did not address the issues that I brought to their attention, and that is quite disconcerting. What is that number? 100,000 million billion trillion 1,030 billion. SpaceX and XAI are worth together. Trillion.
Okay.
I understand that our brains have like this thing where we like try to like picture, and a lot of us are like trillions. Yeah, that's a lot. That's like a lot of billions.
Just
that's like
from
999
billion.
More billion.
So to put it in perspective, $1 million, you can fit it in a suitcase. Or a briefcase. Yeah. You can fit it in the briefcase.
Well, I'm thinking 8.2 billion people.
$1 billion?
No, if there's 8.2 billion people population, and even $100 billion would be a literal dollar for each, more than $1 for each person, right?
Well, $100 billion would be more because there's only 8
billion.
0.2 billion people.
So everybody would get what, like $80?
Yeah, it'd be almost like 10 times the amount. So
just out of the 100 billion, that's not even a fraction of the trillion, right? Hundreds, thousands, millions, billion, trillion. Yeah, that is the right, and that's only two of the companies. Either they're doing a straight up April Fools on the news right now. This is on CNN, by the way. Anybody can tune into CNN right now, and they were just talking about SpaceX and XAI are valued at $1 trillion.
That's $12.15.
So $12 would roughly feed every single person on the planet. For like in America, you would be able to eat like half a sandwich with bologna for $12. But the rest of the world, you could probably eat for like a month each off of $12, right?
$4?
Or okay, $4. That would feed
well, I mean,
most countries you could live off $4 for like 3 days.
Maybe. Yeah, I guess. Because I mean, just eating though without housing.
That's a lot.
Because I know in Vietnam you can get an apartment fully furnished with utilities included at $500 US dollars a month.
I kind of want
you can
to.
also, and then you add another $320 or so, and you can have yourself a girlfriend.
No,
and
that's
that's your
true.
living expense.
Yeah, you could also get a maid, a butler, a driver, maybe a helicopter. Seems legit.
Not a helicopter, but you
No, you
could
want to go?
you could live lavishly in Vietnam as a renter, because from what I understand, the land over there is even more expensive than than the expensive houses in Beverly Hills, millions of dollars. The reason why is because nobody sells their land, and it's a communist country.
Well, Vietnam, yeah. I mean, I've been looking up every country how to be able to purchase property, how to get residency,
Japan,
all that.
You can buy an abandoned home.
Yeah.
In Japan, you can buy an abandoned home as low as $12,000, $5,000, depending what you're looking structure. I mean, anywhere from $12,000 to $30,000 US dollars. But you have to renovate it, and you're
allowed to buy it in
proficient
Japan.
in Japanese.
I was gonna say they have a lot more requirements. Like you got to have all kinds of, because I know there's
well,
like
yeah,
the population crisis.
But you can, like if you're buying it as an American. Yeah, but I'm going to tell you, the anti-foreigner sentiment is really they're getting a little more hostile with foreigners.
I know. I'm following it all on X right now, and it's getting hot. Yeah.
Yeah, but they're over there. They're hostile on foreigners. Now, not all foreigners, because they like the ones that come and spend money. They don't like the ones that come over and make trouble. Which there's a certain type of people that are making trouble over there, that are making trouble, elsewhere too.
Yeah. And back that comes to that generational trauma, and I mean Tom's ancestry.
No, I just think I think there's a big resistance happening. I don't think people want to admit it. People in their own countries, including this one, that just do not want outsiders, particular outsiders, they don't want them here.
Yeah.
They don't want them here.
No, you get a lot of that.
It's here in this country. I'm sure there's some, it's the same in Europe. Just like in Japan, they don't want them. And again, it's not everyone that they're hostile to. And same thing here. It's not everyone that's hostile against, different people, but it's a certain kind of person that they don't want.
They don't want people to feel entitled.
No, Tom, they don't want the ones that, bow down 5 times a day.
Right.
Yeah.
If you catch my drift.
It's like a walking on eggshells kind of thing, you're saying?
Well, no. They don't mind saying it, but however many viewers we got, I mean, I'm just gonna say it, but it's pretty much a lot of these countries just don't want Muslims.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something else altogether.
Well, I mean, then there's also that too. I mean, there's also that too.
Well,
the other people that wield more power.
It really, ultimately, everything is always going to come back to, in my opinion, the science behind each of us, the biology. Whether or not you have the actual processing power? You have the neural connections? Do you have the genetic code to be more developed beyond, the clannish, isolated ideologies that, humans in history have always attached themselves to
No, because
because
so
they
long as
didn't
there's
have
those
explanations.
ideologies, as so long as there's those ideologies, I don't think so. Because there,
Well,
look,
that's the
there are
autonomy, and
200
so
million Muslims, or
right,
2
but
billion Muslims,
that's
2
autonomy
billion Muslims.
without education and
There are 2
guidance.
billion Muslims, and they
It
say
doesn't have to be Muslims. It can be any religion. Like every religious participant out in our world has a very
they're
specific genome that and
yeah,
a
but that's
neural
the fact. The
connectivity
fact
pattern.
is that Japan don't like.
Yeah, Japan doesn't practice religion. They don't have anything like that over there. It's just complete nonsense. They look at the rest of the
No,
world,
but they
and
have
that's why they
Catholicism and
want to.
Shinto Buddhism.
But no, that's all integrated from other cultures, though. Like the actual Japanese culture, and that's why a lot of the people that I'm following, they're like, "Look, y'all need to get this shit out of here. We don't want it. We don't want your problems." Like that's why they were isolated for so long. And right now, they just opened up these borders, or drop the firewall on X, for instance, and the language
Right.
barrier.
Yeah.
You know,
And you know what? And you know what? They don't tolerate Islam.
oh no, but they don't tolerate a lot of
And there's a
things.
reason for that.
Yeah.
And I was talking to a British guy, and he even admits it, because I said Europe is done.
Yeah.
Your ancestors are rolling in their graves. The ones who fought the Crusades are rolling over in their graves. You know the number one boy name in the UK is?
No.
It's Muhammad.
That's wild.
That's a fact.
But
That's a fact.
again, it goes back to
You would never have
genetics
thought, right?
and education. Do they have the ability? Think about it like this: does somebody with Down syndrome have the ability to fly an airplane? Would you give?
Yeah,
would you?
Stephen,
But they feel
a
they
thing with
can do
them.
it though. No. It is. It is a neurobiological situation. It has nothing to do with the spirit or God, or that is 100% human bias, and it's unintelligent and irresponsible for humans to sit back and say, "Yeah, go ahead, be autonomous, be independent, believe and worship and whatever you want." That's totally fine with us as long as you're not bothering us, right? Until it does, and then we have to what? Take them out. The end. They don't stand a chance because
because
they're
open
running
the
around
doors.
claiming. That's what I'm saying.
Really,
like
because they have a battle
it's irresponsible. It's irresponsible for us to allow them to get so riled up to a point where they think they're going to do something when we literally have buildings that are underground in probably other planets where dudes are just sitting there playing video game, like flying around the planet, and can literally take you out in an instant. General walks into the room, says, "Here's your target." Literally, you're done. You do not have any place to hide on this planet. It has been under a grid for the last 40 years. That's it.
Sure.
Any crime that is committed is allowed to be committed to give you the illusion of privacy. But the actual reality is every single day they are signing away your little privacy laws. So you're actually always under surveillance. And anytime you cross that line, they can pull that information from the grid and hem you up. Let it be known. You are allowed to commit crimes. So you can be set as the example.
Yes, but look, do you remember Nigeria earlier this year? Do you know that we bombed Nigeria on Christmas Day?
Right.
The United States bombed Nigeria on Christmas Day.
I mean,
why? Because the Muslims there were killing the Christians there.
right.
And Trump told them to stop, warned them a couple times, bombed them on Christmas Day. Of course, symbolic, right? The thing is that they come into a country and they'll be your friend. But as time goes on and their strength and numbers grow, they make their move.
Mm-hmm. Well,
pretty soon it's going to happen in Europe.
It's the same as, remember when they were like, "Oh, we can't go to war with the cartel, Joe,"
because you got 2 billion Muslims, 200 million people.
But the reality is, I've looked at the numbers. Yes, there's 200 billion, but I looked at the numbers on this a while back. Of the 200 billion, there's active that are actually on board with the whole mission, probably half. And then of that half that actually has the capability to fight, that's actually a man between, we'll say, 14 and 40. There's
no, they don't have to fight, but they don't have to fight.
Oh, you're saying it's like a guerrilla thing. They're doing
this
it like
is not
over
for generational warfare.
You're saying it's generational guerrilla tactic, and they're trying to implement Shaharin law.
I mean, look at Minnesota.
People would have to adopt that willingly
in Minnesota.
And like I said, it's not people that have developed.
But look at the fraud in Minnesota.
Brains,
little by little.
People that have developed their brains do not have that same conflict, and they're not easily persuaded, like somebody that is not fully mentally developed. And yeah, there are a lot of smart Muslims out there. There's a lot of smart Christians, but there's a psychosis behind that. There's a condition that those types of people that believe that, something is controlling them or they're being judged, that is a psychosis. And it was removed from the American Psychological Association a long time ago. Same with being homosexual. That is a psychological condition. That is something that is preventing you from carrying on your species. And we're like, well, we have all these homeless kids or foster kids, and like they're someone's for everyone. Sure, love it, live it out. But the science, the actual reality is, like you said, 2 dudes don't make children. It just does not work. And if we have this utopian society and we end up like those rats, and all the dudes, the strong, beautiful ones, they hoard all the resources and they don't mate with the females, what are we doing? Are we really allowing for this level of ignorance and autonomy in our society amongst each other, a so-called civilized, intelligent species? And I sit back and I wonder, are we really those people? Do we really have our best interests at heart? Or is it just people like Elon Musk? And he sees the idiocracy. He knows, and that's why he's implementing all this automation and making sure people have all these safety nets.
Yeah, but again, as long as you got a third world population, as long as you got a third world population and you keep letting them in because you think they're going to go along and get along, it ain't going to happen. So you can't walk.
No, they're going to get educated
at certain times. You'd be killed.
A body or entity that has,
if they get educated, they don't want to be educated.
Its environment's need for homeostasis is actual intelligence. If there's a group of people on the planet and it doesn't matter what they believe, they could believe anything. But if enough of them believe that it's true and it's not, and they keep trying to spread that, it will collapse. Just like Rome or all the Muslim population, they will peak and then it will diminish because people will finally come to a realization that there is more. There is more than just what the humans are trying to communicate with each other. And we are giving so much credit to just one thought.
Can I interject?
No, hold on, Tom. It hasn't yet.
It's mental.
Because if you look at the history of Islam, if you look at the history of Islam, and there's no more Christian Syria, Christian Lebanon's on its way out. It has all the way into the medieval times gotten to Vienna. The Muslim armies have gotten to Vienna. They were defeated there and stopped there. And that's where it stopped. And we've had crusades from Europe into the, since then, it's been spreading because we're so loving and open that we let them in. Well, all the while they have a battle plan. They have a battle plan to slowly but surely implement what they, essentially, their whole lifestyle, essentially, their religion, whatever. They implement it slowly, and when they get enough strength in numbers, they drive you out. I mean, there's whole cities in Michigan that if you speak out against anything that's Islam, I mean, there was a mayor that told one of his constituents who's not a Muslim, it's the same thing that sadly a lot of Jewish people use, because if you speak it, you're racist, and that's to keep you feeling bad about yourself.
It's a mental disorder. It is a mental disorder. It is a lack of neural
all that, so you feel
and
guilty.
I challenge anybody. I challenge anybody to undergo a neurological study, an actual screening of your neurotransmitters, an actual MRI, CAT scans. I challenge you, if you are a religious or a homosexual, I challenge you to undergo that study. The genome, I want to see the genetic code. I want to see if there's any variation because there are studies, but they're paid studies by groups that are trying to prove a point. And you and I know that people do studies for the show. William Randolph Hearst, great example. If you smoke marijuana, you will become black. If you smoke marijuana, you will turn into a Mexican. This is what I grew up with. I was told this when I was 14 years old. That is why I shouldn't smoke cannabis. So you know what? In the 1970s, when they removed homosexuality from the American Psychological Association list of conditions in abnormal psychology, they did it for empathy, because they felt bad that they don't understand it and they don't get it, and people are going to do it anyway. They've done it since the time of the Romans. They encouraged it. And so now we're here in this point in our society where we want to support that and elevate it, and at the same time we want to diminish the population and the people that are capable of fighting back against these infiltrators, as you're so putting it, because we're all feminized, essentially.
Well, pretty much.
I'd have to say we're as a society.
And so
sick.
What I'm saying is that it's, if you want to go deep on this, as a lot of the elitists want, the elitists to flood the first world, replace us, and it's a UN doctrine for replacement migration, and keep that third world population, and to bring that third world population into the first world. And therefore, once the third world population outweighs the first world and what we're raised on, then they got their permanent underclass, and they could bring in their control grids, because they want to be taken care of, because they came from hellholes, and they want to be taken care of and fed. And they'll trade anything for that. Anything. Us, right. American citizens, we were raised on patriotism. We were raised on independence. We were raised that we could do whatever we want, say whatever we want.
Yeah.
But
the people that lived here, they were given that same shit. Right?
That lived here?
Yeah, the natives.
No, they successfully turned a lot of the population into welfare queens.
But what
they successfully turned the population
they turned the
Nation
entire globe
well
into
persons.
a mental
Look,
disorder.
Bill Cooper, the granddaddy of all conspiracies.
Yeah, let's leave my kid there.
No,
what I'm saying,
no,
I'm saying
because
it's look,
because it's been the
look.
same as it's always been. There's always
They are
been
implementing religion and homosexuality across the globe. The reason is because if they get enough people to obey and
it's always
say,
been the same.
yeah, but Mexico didn't have Catholic churches and crosses and all that stuff. That was implemented.
Yeah, but I'm not talking.
And they didn't have a choice. They have to agree. They have to be like, yeah, this is the way it is. Just like right now, dudes are like, yeah, I have to be nice. I can't cry, or whatever the dynamic is between men and women right now. It's so construed that we're being, like you said, what's the term? Psyops, right? Nice. I think it's cooked. Did you guys freeze? Well, nobody's brave enough to answer yes or yes on the poll. Apparently, that's a pretty heavy topic.
Yeah, but I think we're talking about two different things.
Well, it all ties in together. It's a mental disorder that many people are being easily swayed to have a belief system that is encouraging them to do.
No, I'm here.
It's delayed.
I'm frozen.
Yeah, it's kind of freezing back and forth.
I spoke a different spoke a little bit against Israel. That's why we froze.
Oh.
Well,
okay. We can all have.
Well, the question I put up was, is religion and homosexuality a mental disorder?
I'm just going to put it out there. I'm neither for Palestine or Israel.
And I've had a lot of fun and enjoyed this.
Oh yeah, I've had a good time. I appreciate we have 3 current viewers.
Start next week.
Yes.
Thank you all for coming by, and
because that's actually a very
that's a complicated question.
That's a really complicated question because you could look at that from really hard. I don't know if there is an answer to that.
I got an answer, but yeah, I think we should keep the viewers that we got in suspense.
I think Joey and I will find a homosexual person and dissect them this week and see if we can't find that answer for us.
I'm telling you, it's a hard thing to find. You got to dig deep, apparently.
I'm just being facetious.
Oh, you
because what are the chances that we can actually find somebody that was?
No,
oh my God, Tom.
Yes.
They said back in the 90s that there's no gay gene. There's nothing specific in the genome that makes you gay. And there is something in the genome, though, that makes you believe in God. And there's something that would be lacking in your genome if you're atheist. It's interesting. I think people are just making shit up at this point. That's my opinion.
I think so too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think so too.
Because then that could be argued that if there's nothing in the genome that doesn't cause you to be gay, then that still is a defect.
Right.
And
one hand washes the other.
And they also have video of the sperm entering the egg, and when the sperm enters the egg, there's a flash of light.
Interesting. A little electric charge
and
on
I would think
mitosis.
Females, or if they hadn't seen an image of Joe either, not to, because I don't want to be unfair, or yourself.
Yeah, stop being unfair.
I know.
Taking all the spotlight, man.
Yeah.
Are you guys talking about the sperm or the YouTube video? It was cutting out. like Lorena Bobbitt.
No, we're just talking about the females that are the eggs that maybe not had the ability to see future images of us that could have caused their homosexuality.
What?
I'm saying that the eggs that never were exposed to what viral men look like.
Oh, virile.
Viral.
Feral.
Or
Viral.
Viral. Viral, yes.
Viral.
Yeah. All right.
Right. Oh.
We are signing off. It is
because
everybody
viral,
reintroduce yourself and wave to the camera.
Yes.
We're only 2 hours 15 minutes.
I'm Joe.
I'm Tom.
And I'm Steven.
Yeah, it was fun.